Alright everybody, I'm here to kind of show you how I'm going to run kayaks on my DiamondBack HD and Yakama Overland HD rack system. I had a couple of people ask some questions about it, so I thought I would do a little bit of an update. Not going to do a full tie down video on how I tie these things down, but I'll kind of give you some tips here. Maybe we'll do a full tie down video some other time. So first of all, what I have is for the Kayak Rack system, I went ahead and purchased 4 sets of the Yakama hand roll system. If you want to run them on your boat, you're going to need one for the back and one for the front for each boat. So I have 4 sets of these. They're pretty neat. I can actually load these boats by myself. They're about 55 pounds and 10.5 feet long. What you do is you can get the front side up here, and once you do, these little wheels will roll really well, so it's nice and easy to get it up there. And then after you get it in place, it's got a wheel lock here that you just do that, and then it won't shift around on you while you're driving. In terms of how you strap it down, these hand roll systems, they'll come each with a strap to put your kayak on, and then another strap for either the back or the front of the boat. In terms of how this is strapped on here, I try to get it to where I can pull down on the strap to tighten, and I want to make sure that you run it underneath the rack. On the inside, that's pretty easy because you got plenty of space. On the outside, to get it underneath the rack, you kind of have to bring it in a little bit. After I hook it underneath, I try to bring the strap underneath the wheels here. That way you get a nice tight and flat setup here with the straps. It's a lot easier to strap down one boat at a time, so I would recommend loading one on the hand roll system, and then you can climb up on the other side of the bed if you need to get your straps where you want them to be. Especially for the middle front, it's not too fun to try to get those set up. So that's how I strap it down. I do one on the front, one on the back, and that'll keep it from going anywhere. One thing you can do to kind of make your life easier too, before you lift these boats up here for your bow and stern line, you can go ahead and loop that on your handle ahead of time, so you're not having to climb around too much. But it works pretty well. The great thing about it for me is with a 10.5 foot boat, it doesn't hang off the back of the bed very much, so it's not going to get in the way of my camper as I go to turn. In terms of how I secure it in the front, I do have these Yakama hood strap deals here. They're kind of got a rubberized material there, so that's nice. For the F-150, there's kind of a spot right here that they tuck into and hook into pretty well once you have the hood down. It does the trick. I'm not a huge fan. I think I might get some straps that would actually just bolt on there, and then I can tuck them in out of the way when I'm not using them. With the F-150, I didn't have to raise my rack any with this hand roll system, so that's kind of nice. And it looks pretty good with kayaks on there or not on there. A big tip I would have for you if you're gonna do this setup is get yourself a really nice stepladder. I got this one from Home Depot. It's from Gorilla Ladders. I've got a few of their products and I really like them. This one's probably, I think, 12.5 pounds. It'll give you about a 9 foot reach if you're about average or a little below average height. So I think it works really well. It's probably going to live in the bed of my truck or in my camper most of the season. So if I need to get up here to strap anything down or move anything around, it's a lot easier to get up on top of it. So get yourself a nice ladder. That'll do you some wonders here. Another thing to kind of be mindful of is if you store anything in the toolbox back here, make sure you take that out before you load the kayaks on. So if you're going to be traveling down the road, maybe you're going to want to take out anything you would need to change your tire. Or if you're going to go off-roading, make sure you've got your recovery kit out of there, because otherwise you're going to have to take the kayaks off just to get into your toolbox. That's not ideal. Whenever I take out the camper, I'm probably going to put most of my tools in the camper anyways, just to kind of take some weight out of the truck. Between the DiamondBack, the racks, and the kayaks, I'm probably adding close to 300 pounds to the truck, so taking a little extra weight off of there is probably a good thing. I don't know if I have quite that much more to say about it. Of course, if anybody gets questions, they can ask some questions. One other thing that I kind of got fortunate with is each one of these hand roll systems, you can add a key, SKS key for the Yakama. Rack Attack was actually selling those in 8-packs. At least they were in stock whenever I ordered them. I ordered 2 8-packs, and I really thought they would come with a different key for each one. But it was pretty awesome. All of them were keyed the same. So now I have 16 of these SKS cores. So I have plenty of extras to lock all my Yakama things down. I've got a couple of security cables on the way. I'll probably use those to secure the boats to the rack, so nobody's gonna get any ideas to steal them. And that'll kind of make that a nice little setup. If you don't have your ladder, or if you don't get a ladder, it's still pretty easy to get up in here. It's just not very fun to do it several times. These cleats here on the DiamondBack make for really good handles, as does the rails. So you can grab onto those and get up there pretty easy. If you're just making some adjustments or checking your straps as you're traveling, that's probably what I would do, just because it's quick and easy. But having the stepladder, I think, is going to be pretty handy, because I can use it for the boat. I can use it to look inside the engine bay if I need to, and if there's just any other things with the camper that I need to look at, it'll work really well for me. So all right, right now I'm probably going to go ahead and end this one. I might do a video later on showing you how I strap it all down completely, and I might even do a video on these boats that we've got after I take them out a little bit. It's the Wilderness Systems Tarpon 105. It's a sit-on-top kayak. I think it'll work pretty well for us. I might also kind of see what I want to do with the kayak paddles. I don't really want to mount them externally, just because I worry that they might get stolen, since you can take them apart to take them off of any kind of strap system or quick fist or whatever, even if it's locking. So I might try to add some rails to the inside of this DiamondBack, or maybe some molly panels or something, so that way I've got a nice secure place to put all the paddles and any other gear I might have. So all right, we'll see you later.